Welcome, hello, Yasu and hi, my name is Ty Kölner, and today's video is about Karmic Seed and about my Qliphotic Path workings. So before I get into this, make sure to subscribe the channel so you stay updated if you want to stay updated. And also to those who don't know me yet, I will introduce a little. My name is Ty Kölner. I'm an author, I'm a black magician, I'm a follower of the Draconian Path. So I'm working with the Qliphoth, but not only, I will dig into later. And in regard this, I'm a student of the left-hand Order Dragon Rouge, while I'm a student, not a representative. So if you got any questions, follow the link down below. And also you find a link about my writings down below, so you can check out yourself. For today, I am digging into the so-called Karmic Seed. The Karmic Seed is something that works quite much with the Qliphotic work I'm doing, and why it is, I will tell you. And yeah, let's start just with what is a Karmic Seed. A Karmic Seed is basically something you carry in your energy matrix and which can impact your life now or other lives in future. The difference between a karmic seed and genetic heritage is basically, you could have your father has the same nose as your grandfather, but why ever you got in your DNA the same prepositions for getting the same nose, but you got another nose. That would be DNA genetics. In a karmic seed, it is a little different. It is not about your family heritage. It's rather your energetic heritage. So what you did, what happened in your lives before, what did you work with, how good did you work on, how was your successes in your previous lives, all this impacts your energy body. So there you are carrying seeds which maybe now unfold in your life, or which maybe will unfold in next lives. So if you die after this life, if you die and you are reborn into whatever else, maybe there are seeds from your today's life or previous lives which will bloom then. So it is carrying within your own energy matrix. So but what is a karmic seed? A karmic seed, so basically karma is a word of the Indian tradition. So of course the Indian tradition and the tradition about Qliphoth or Kabbala traditions are quite of different. And it's not the same. But anyways, the energy concept I'm working with very much gets together on certain points. So I will dig into later why this principle of left-hand tradition is used on left-hand path workings and where it comes from. To put it in a nutshell, according to Indian practice, there are techniques you can use which are socially okay. So that's the right-hand path, or you are using techniques which the right-hand path considers as a forbidden one or the dirty one, and so this is called the left-hand path. So the dirty way going for, if you want so. But however, there is a spiritual practice both in the left-hand path and in the right-hand path to dig on these seeds to open them. And so now you can see it literally like a seed. And there are things happening in your life, no matter if it is a spiritual practice or if it is an accident or something in your life that impacts you, and suddenly there's a change on your energy body, and so this seed is cracking open and it starts blooming. And so it can be for good or for bad. And that's the point. It depends on the impact. It's not the seed that is evil or positive in any ways. It is the impact on yourself, which can cause a healing, or which can cause sickness and illness. And it is not about its origin, if it is negative to you. If it is good, so it is healing, and so it will support you on your path. But sometimes it can cause an illness, what is basically a challenge for you to overcome it. And when you make it to overcome it, to challenge it, to grow on it, maybe to get fine with it, or to integrate it, or to dissolve the sickness, whatever it is, then you are growing on this. So in any case, a seed opening is a challenge to you to further grow on it. So now the karmic seed can be something that you are carrying from previous lives. So happenings or conscious workings that you did or did percept, and which are now blooming in your life. It can also be something you're working on right now, and so it is something you did plant by yourself consciously. Or maybe also a seed can open while you don't expect it to open. You did do nothing. You're innocent like hell. You did nothing. You do not even meditate. You do not even whatever, work with entities, whatever. But something is happening, and suddenly you face your challenge in a good or bad way. It can be opening of senses. It can be healing. It can be sickness. It can be a blockage, which is popping up now. And whatever happens, but you're suddenly faced to it. So yeah, but if you take the challenge, it doesn't mean that you did work on it right now. It can be from a previous life. Suddenly something happens, and ta-da, the scale is breaking up and the seed is blooming. So no matter if you work on a left-hand path, consciously breaking the scales of this karmic seeds, or if you just work in a smooth way on your karma, on your self-evolvement, and by any case one of the seeds opens and you have to clean it out and to dissolve it. This doesn't mean anything about if you're working on forbidden techniques or on allowed techniques. So, however, if you are using the left-hand path techniques, or in that case the left-hand tantric techniques, then it is a tool to liberate from your karmic ties. And liberating from karmic ties is something what even in right-hand path is one of the goals, while it is the goal to merge with this higher entity, to become one with Brahma and so on. And on left-hand path it's more an individual thing, to break from these boundaries, so you can pick up yourself if you want to be reborn as a human, or not even in this plane, or maybe you want to be a frog. That's all up to you. But it is in first case to dissolve and to clean out negative karmic seeds, or to use the karmic seeds you already did challenge on to further grow and to further evolve your energy body. So this is about the left hand, right hand thing. Maybe I do something more about that in another video. However, it is about liberation from karmic ties, and it is not just to do something forbidden or dirty or whatever. So it's just to give you the opportunity to consciously seek these seeds, to open them, to face them. And this is the very difference when you say you're working with a Qliphoth. It is something where this tantric left hand and the Qliphoth is working together. You are working with techniques which most of society would see as a forbidden or dirty technique to work with. But it is very efficient And we are, in that way, we are working with entities which are supporting us in facing us to our shadows, which are to many people considered as an evil, while I found more even human in my life than even entities. And yeah, you can, through this confrontation, through this facing of the challenges, you can find the seeds, and you can consciously work to dissolve these karmic seeds. And this is when you peek out into your darkness, when you seek for this inner fears, when you seek for this karmic seeds, when you seek for old impacts of your life, or maybe things that still give boundaries on you in this life, and you face yourself to it, and you try to understand the conceptions of the energy structures which did occur and which did impact on your current energy body, so on your own being. And this is where this Alice, when you do Qliphoth works, for example on Samaelic workings, or if you work with Adramelech, or if you work with Lilith, there are many things you learn to face on yourself while working with these entities. I don't want to dig into this topic all too much, because I'm only talking about my personal practice. If you want to know more about Qliphoth working, there are a bunch of books you can dig into, so or about left-hand path workings. So but basically it is, you don't try to prevent peeking into the dark. You want to gaze into the dark, you want to find the seed, you want to find these challenges to overcome and to grow on it. And so this is why we do face this challenge. And okay, no doubt not everyone can handle that. So it is already said that diving the Qliphoth is not made to everyone, and there are many who break on just trying to do so. So it is a question: do you seek for the comfort to not to face your shadows, to maybe allow this karmic seed sleeping, so may next life of you try to figure out how to dissolve it? Or do you take the challenge and say, no, I want to know it, I will dig for it, and I will find it, and I will see what this seed is giving me in a good or bad way or whatever, so, and I want to know it. This is only up to you, but it is a very efficient way. And so when you, for example, got an healing, there is, especially on tantric work, there is a legend that people say, okay, the very first time when you open the Kundalini stream within you, there is suddenly yeah, like a sudden healing happening. And exactly this I can underline. It is caused because the Kundalini is rising, and maybe there are some seeds which did do have a negative impact on you all your life you didn't even know about, or maybe you know about but you couldn't dissolve it. And the very moment when the Kundalini is rising the first time again, it is burning this karmic seed. And on Qliphoth work there are techniques as well on burning karmic seeds, so, but that's another topic. However, this is where it balances, where it comes alike from the techniques. And in my case it was a sickness I had about 24 years, and there was no way to get control over it. And the very first time when I had this blow along the Sushumna Nadi, the Sushumna line, so to those who don't know about tantric works, it's basically the spine, which really feels like catching on fire when it rises. And from this very day, the sickness was gone. I even was doubting it doesn't come back, but no, it is gone. And it don't come back, and it is a dissolved karmic seed. So on the other hand, The same can happen if you crack open a karmic seed and you just face it for the first time. It can happen that you suddenly face a sickness, like I think it was the insulin problem was a karmic seed which was lying inside, and now I'm challenging it, and I think I found the reason, and I'm working on it. And no matter if I make it in this life to really succeed on evolving my energy body the way I want it to do, or if I need another life or a next life again, doesn't matter at all, because the very moment when you see it and when you start on working it, and either you make it this life or you make it next life, and so next life I will not face the same karmic seed anymore, because I will burn the seed this life. So this is about a short breakdown about how the karmic seed and my Qliphoth work is getting together. It's basically you can wait for lifetimes, and then suddenly there's a karmic seed opening and you have to face it, and so it is a life challenge you're doing, and so you are doing your life further and you get your next life depending on how you did do. The Indian would say, okay, you get reborn as whatever else, and then in the next life you've probably got a new seed opening, and so you get the next challenge. This is one way how you can do it. Or you can say, okay, I get me into working, I get me into meditation, into consciously left-hand path tantric works, or into consciously Qliphotic works, into invocations, in working with higher entities who are able to help you to dig out these dark shadows of your own energy body. Or yeah, however, you can use the techniques to break them open, or you can wait until they break open by themselves. And so this is what I prefer. I prefer to face them right now. I don't want to wait until the clouds are falling down the skies. I want to make it rain myself, so to say. And I know not everyone can do so, but if we dare, and if we can handle what we kick free, we have a good challenge to clean out very much stuff out of our energy bodies, and so we can clean out some of the seeds out of our energy structure. And if we don't make it to success for this life, we can use this life to either start processing on dissolving the seeds, or to plant some new seeds to clean up in next lives. So this about karmic seed and Qliphoth. If you got any questions, feel free to write some questions down below. Or also, if you want to know something about the Qliphoth, for example, I just got the German edition here, but there is an English one as well. A classic is Qliphoth, Kabbala and Goetic Magic. This is my German version. I don't know. Now you see it. It's from Dr. Thomas Karlsson. This one, I can tell you, is a very, very classic on this topic. So get yours, get informed about Qliphoth work if you're interested to. Other ways, read up about Karmic Seed and about Karma, because contrary to most opinions, I don't think that working with higher entities, no matter if you call them a demon or a higher entity, or if you say Qliphoth working or Kabbala working or left-hand tantric or tantric, it will not prevent you from digging out your karmic seed. However you call it, if it is a karmic seed or if it is an impact on your energy body, it will not prevent you from happening that. So ignore it or work on it. That's my opinion. As for now, I wish you a wonderful one, and talking next time.